Hello, my name is Jamie Whitlow, and I'm going to be doing my presentation for my finding aid. Um, Firstly, I wanted to just briefly explain my collection or inventory selection process. The bulk of the collection consists of photographs and paintings, and I'll kind of move through this a little bit. So the bulk of the collection consists of photographs and paintings, among other materials that I have accumulated throughout the years. I tried to pick varied types of materials from like Word documents, things that I could access on my computer, to like physical notebooks and day planners, to photographs, like audio cassettes. So there's a lot of different stuff in the finding aid. The paintings are paintings that I've done myself in various styles, and it's also like art that I have collected since 2013. So that's like the biggest part of the collection, essentially. I felt that the collection represented like multiple facets of my life. I also wanted to kind of challenge myself with putting in a lot of different things into the collection. I think that having such a close relationship with the records, it can kind of create a preconceived notion as to how you thought you were originally going to arrange and describe the collection. So as I was doing it, I thought it was going to look one way, and actually it turned out a different way. So I definitely think it was definitely still a challenge, even though having that connection with all of the materials. Another thing I wanted to kind of bring up too is I'm just kind of going through this to get a feel of like what it looks like. But something that kind of stuck out to me was a citation from The Value and Complexity of Collection Arrangement for Evidentiary Work. That was kind of towards the beginning of the semester. The quote was, "It is crucial, therefore, that archivists curate their materials by selecting, maintaining, preserving, and adding value to information objects throughout their life cycle, with the goal of documenting what is known about the reliability of records and subsequently making them usable and accessible to interested user communities." I kind of thought just that the way that that was worded was kind of poetic, just referring to how arrangement and description is, and how vital it is in making information visible. This made me consider how my finding aid would be viewed later on in its lifetime, and why adding information somewhere but maybe not somewhere else, and like how that affects how users interact with it. You know, and again, like I'm working with my own materials in the collection, so I have that advantage of being able to contextualize the description within my finding aid, which is always a bonus. But something I also wanted to kind of briefly touch on was that the format of my finding aid, I spent a lot of time examining finding aids that I found through a particular repository, which was an art museum, and I eventually want to work in an art museum, and so I felt really influenced by those finding aids in particular. I was really interested in the way that they arranged like the artwork, so I found that really useful for me in how I wanted to arrange my finding aid, essentially. But just real brief, I just wanted to go over kind of like what the container inventory looks like. So the first series is artwork, and the first series or the sub-series is my artwork. The second sub-series is our artwork that I've collected from another artist, and then the next sub-series is purchased artwork. The second series is correspondence, and so there is all of the individuals that I've had correspondence with throughout the years that I've saved. Series 3 is photographs. This is spanning from childhood, vacations, kind of more specified areas, and then from there, those are then arranged. And then personal documents. These series I actually did at item level, so all of the items that are in this series are all described at item level. So I'll just kind of go down. But this was the first time that I have ever created a finding aid. I thought it was very challenging. I've never done something like this, so it was really different, and I hope that I get to do it more in the future. But I thought that this exercise was, like the project itself was really fun. So yeah, thank you.